So I've just built a custom GPT trained on my own data. It's got a load of instructions about what it is that I want it to do. It's got a load of information about my business, and it's got a load of FAQs that it can use to respond to different questions. But I want to be able to add this to my website. I want it to be able to answer my customers' questions on my website, and I want to be able to gather this information to be able to grow and perform updates on my website to make my business have higher conversion rates. I also want to be able to see what questions people are asking, commonly asked questions, and see if I can use that information to increase my sales. Also, it would be really cool if I could use this chatbot to be able to understand my business, respond to my customers' concerns, and actually get those problems answered without me having to hire an extra employee. Well, unfortunately, with a custom GPT, you're not able to do any of this. Yes, it can understand the documents that we've given it, it can give me example questions to ask it, but I'm not able to embed this into my website. I'm not able to view the conversations that people are having with my chatbot, and the custom instructions that I've given it are fairly limited. Well, if you want to be able to do all of this, if you head to ChatIQ.ai, you can actually automate your own customer interactions with custom AI agents. And this is an example of a conversation that I've just had with one of our chatbots. So these chatbots are built and trained on your own data. They have a deep understanding of sales information, how to actually sell to your customers, how to actually do customer service and respond in a polite way and get the conversation to a good place. They also have the ability to understand emotions of the customer. So if the customer is angry or happy, it will be able to manage that customer and do human handoff. So for example, here we can see I've asked it what is ChatIQ, I've asked it how it can help me, it's given me a detailed breakdown of how it's specifically designed to increase conversion rates on websites, turn browsing traffic into customers through genuine human conversations. And then I've asked it how much does it cost. It understands that we have different pricing plans, but it also knows that we have a 14-day free trial where people can test out the software. So this is exactly what it can do. You can scroll through our website and there's a whole load of extra information about human escalation and emotional management. But how do you actually get started? Well, if you click on our website Get Started for free, it will take you to our sign up page. If you just complete your sign up, you just need to create an account with your full name, email address, username, password. Here you can actually watch different tutorials which are going to teach you how to get started. Once you've done that, you can actually get started building your chatbot through our onboarding process. The onboarding process is going to get you started building your chatbot trained on one PDF document. And this is just to get your understanding of how the software works. So you can either use our sample PDF or you can upload an example PDF. Once you've done that, it will actually display the information that you've just uploaded, whether it's how many words it's got, and actually what that PDF document contains. Down here we can actually customize the chatbot, so we can give it a name, we can select a custom prompt. Now when you're just getting started, you'll be given a custom prompt which will explain how the chatbot works. So these are custom instructions for the chatbot to follow when it's actually responding to customer questions, but you can change this later on and make this quite advanced within the dashboard. You can then give it a greeting message. So the greeting message is basically the first message that people see when they open your pop-up. So you can see here I've got this embedded in my website. It says ask me anything about the ChatIQ app. I can also embed it in the corner of my website as well. For example, this one's asking, hi, I'm ChatIQ, how can I help you today? Once I've done all of that, it's then going to take me to a page that says my chatbot is ready. Here I can see the chatbot, I can see the data that it's trained on, I can also see the language that it's using, which you can also change in your dashboard. Now if I want to get started to use my chatbot, I have to get started with a 2-week free trial. You can cancel your subscription anytime within the dashboard. You can see here we'll be able to embed the chatbot in our website, we'll be able to automate customer service interactions, we'll be able to build multiple chatbots, create custom prompts and workflows. We'll also be able to view the conversations that people are having with our chatbots as well. Awesome, so this is an example dashboard. This is the dashboard that we use and we have built multiple chatbots for our website. You can see here, this is a list of all the information that I've uploaded. So I have a library of data that I can pick and choose from when I'm building chatbots. So it's incredibly customizable. If I decide that I just want to create a library of information, on this account I've got up to 5 million words that I can upload. This is a test account, by the way, which is why it's showing 0 words, but yours will obviously track how many words you've uploaded. But I can build a library of information that I want to use for different builds. For example, if I wanted a chatbot which manages sales on the front end, this can pre-qualify people for sales calls, or it can answer customers' questions on the website. I can build a chatbot based on that data. So for example here, I can select these 3 bits of data and build a chatbot on them. Say for example I now wanted to build another chatbot, and that chatbot is going to be on the back end of my business. So I have, for example, a course or an e-learning platform. I want people to be able to ask questions about that course. Well, when I upload that data, I can actually choose a tag for it, and I can create multiple different tags, which is essentially a way of organizing your data. So for example, if I come up to here, I can filter the data and I can say, okay, let's look at research. I've uploaded X.AI's website, and I want to build a chatbot on this data. Well, I can now do that. I can select this piece of data and I can build a chatbot for that specific use case. So it's very easy for you to find different bits of data. If I want to upload new data, I have the option of just pasting in here and uploading up to 10 PDFs at a time. So for example, we're going to select these bits of data. You can see it's going to upload them, take a minute to process them. Then what it's going to do is extract the text from that data, and then it will give you a breakdown of the word counts that you will have available. Now, if you're close to your word limits, then it will obviously tell you to delete certain bits of data. Here, you can see I can actually select the tag that it's using. Alternatively, I can just create a new tag, demo for example, and I can make sure all of those bits of data are tagged. Now, depending on how much data I'm uploading, this can take anywhere between a couple of minutes to up to 10 minutes, depending on the amount of words in each one of those PDF documents. So I can always close this for a second, have another look around, and come back to my pop-up. Cool, so it's now finished uploading that information. You see I've got a PDF document here with 3,000 words. This one is a WordPress invoice template with 95 words, 30 words, and this one's got 26,000 words. As a total, we've got 30,000 words that we are uploading to our knowledge base, and I can simply click on upload. Once that's done, it's going to upload. You can see here it's just increased the count. And again, this is a test account, so these words used will probably disappear once I refresh the page. If I click on all, the page is now going to refresh. I'm going to come back, and then we're going to select the new tag, which is demo. And you can see here it's now already uploaded the PDF, which has got 3,000 words, and it's just processing the other data. Now, this won't take very long, depending on how many words are in each bit of data. Once all of that data is processed, you can now actually start to build a brand new chatbot. So, for example, down here, we've got multiple different chatbots built, but if I wanted to build a chatbot trained on this data, I can select this data, click on Create Chatbot. It's now going to give me the option to customize it, so I can give it a custom name. This is only visible to you, for example, so your users or your customers won't be able to see the name of your chatbot. We can also select a custom prompt if we've already got a custom prompt built, which I will explain in a second. So you will have one custom prompt that you're able to create, but if we want to, we can come to the prompt library down here. And it'll take a second to load, but we've got a public prompt library on the left and our own private library on the right. This public prompt library is full of lots of different example prompts that we can use for our chatbot. And if you don't know what a prompt is, it's basically a way for your chatbot to understand exactly what it's supposed to be doing for your specific use case. So most people use them for customer service, so we can come through here and there's loads of different categories. We can do technical support, education and tutoring, employee onboarding, whatever. But for example, customer service, this one is our most popular prompt. You can see here some people have already created a sub-prompt, which is a variation of this initial prompt, which we can also save and add to our account. Once we've saved a prompt, it will appear down here on the right hand side. This is the prompt that I wanted to show you an example of in today's video, and this is also a public prompt as well. If you scroll down here, you can see this is the if-else single phase prompt, and this is an emotional management prompt. The chatbot will be able to understand if a customer is angry or if a customer is happy, and it will be able to do human handoff. And you can customize how this is done in your own account. You can actually build your own prompt completely from scratch, or you can actually edit a template and customize it for whichever needs that you have. So for example here, it knows that a customer is angry if they use certain keywords, and when a customer is happy, certain keywords. When a customer's happy, we're going to try and gather a review. So we're going to just paste in a link that we want the chatbot to recommend for that human handoff. Now in this case, we want to send them to Trustpilot, because if a customer's happy, that's very useful for us. Also, if a customer's angry, we want to make sure that we're managing that situation by giving them a Calendly URL. And we're going to get them to talk to the sales team. We've also given it a breakdown example of what a conversation could look like. Awesome, so let's go back to the data feed. Let's create an example chatbot. We're going to go here, we're going to call this example. We're going to select the prompt and we're going to go for the if-else single phase prompt. We're going to give it a custom greeting message. So this would be what we have on our website, which is, "Hi, I'm ChatIQ. How can you help me? How can I help you today?" So I'm just going to say hello to get started. We can also create custom colors for our brand. So for example, if we want the AI to respond in a blue with black text on it, we can do that. Then we're going to build the chatbot. This will just take a matter of seconds to build. Down here it's going to show us the name of the chatbot that we've got, the amount of data that it's trained on, and also the language that it's using, which we can always change in settings. So if we come to our settings section, you can see here we can select different chatbots. So the example chatbot that we've just built, I'm going to select that now. This can give us the names. We can actually change the name of this. We'll call this example video. And then the prompt. So if we've got multiple prompts in our account, we can switch out whichever prompt we're using. So if I want to change it to the ChatIQ helper prompt, then you can see here it's a completely different prompt. In this prompt, I've given it the email address for it to use if people have common questions, and you can customize these in whichever way that you want. We're going to leave it at the single phase prompt. I can also change the hello message to "Hello, how are you?" And I can also adjust the colors if I want to. This is also a custom link that I can send to people in my team just to test with if I want as well. So I'm going to click on Save Changes. Then we're going to come back to the data feed. If we click on this little icon here, it's going to take us to the chatbot workspace. Now, across the top here, these are all the other chatbots that I have in my account that I can use and play around with. But here, we're just going to get started with this one, and we can create different chats. So if you want to, you can have different chat threads. Now a chat thread will be able to remember the conversations from, I think it's like up to 10 or 15 previous messages. So if I come back to my chatbot in a few weeks' time, I can actually continue a conversation from where I left off. Down here on the left is the information that we've given our chatbot. If I want to, I can add information to that chatbot. For example, the interface walkthrough. The chatbot will now actually use that information and reference it for its responses. If I decide I don't actually want that information, I can click on this, simply remove it, and my chatbot will no longer reference that information. So, for example, if I say this chatbot is actually trained on all sorts of different bits of data, but if I asked it, what is ChatIQ? I send that message. It's going to take a second to load, and then it's going to reference, it's going to read all of these documents, and remember, this document's got 30,000 words in almost, this document's got about 4,000 words. Now because this document here is only relevant to ChatIQ, the rest of them are just other random documents, it's only using the ChatIQ document for its responses. It's also showing me the specific part of text that it's using for that response. And I have the ability to view the PDF if I want to, so I can always check what information I've got in that PDF. I can actually check where it's getting that response from. Simply, for example, I can copy, I don't know, this bit of text, and I can come into here and I can Command F. Let's take question, hang on. So you'll notice every now and again there's some spelling mistakes, and that's just because the way the data is scraped. So I'm just going to take a bit there that's got no spelling mistake, and this doesn't affect the way the chatbot responds. And you can see here it's actually, can I license ChatIQ to other companies? It's using this bit of information, and it's probably using a chunk of text around here. So what can ChatIQ do? It's probably taking this bit of data here. You can see there's lots of different chunks of text that it's taking, and that's how it's using it to generate its responses. So it's now got a lot of different information about my website. Awesome. So now let's try the emotional management and human handoff. Let's just say, for example, the customer's really, really angry, and we want to actually control that customer, make sure that they're not going to go to social media and start complaining about our business and losing us customers. So in this case, we want to send them a link to our sales team to get on a call and then actually manage that situation with human-to-human interaction. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to send an example saying, "I hate your company, it's a massive scam." So I'm going to try and emulate an angry customer here, and you can change the keywords that this chatbot's using to reference or recognize a bad conversation. Again, it's using the information, and here, because it doesn't know specifically what their problem is, it's now referencing more data, so the scraped data PDF, the WordPress information as well. Here it says, "I'm sorry to hear that you feel that way about our company. I'd like to help you address any issues or concerns you have. Can you please provide with specific details?" So if I give it specific details, it's going to try and respond with how to actually solve that problem. It's also said, "I recommend booking a call with our sales team at calendly.com." So the customer can also go ahead, visit that link, and book a sales call. So for example now, I'm just going to delete this scraped data. I don't want it to reference that information. I also don't want it to reference this one or this one. And I'm going to say, "You ripped me off. I want a refund, I'm also going to say what's talking to the sales team going to do to help. So I'm going to see if it can actually manage both of these at the same time. So it's probably going to look for within the text and its knowledge base if there's any information about how to get a refund. And it said here, sorry to hear that you've had that experience. Our sales team can assist you with a refund request and address any concerns that you may have. They will be able to provide guidance and then go ahead and book a sales call as well. What if, for example, that customer wants to cancel their subscription? Well, if that information is contained within our knowledge base, then it will always be able to go through and read for that information. Now in this case, it's quite keen on getting this person onto a sales call, and there's no information in here about actually getting a refund or a cancellation. So it's just going to say, for example, go ahead and book in a sales call. Now, let's say I want to add this to my website. All I need to do is click on Share Chatbot, copy this embed code, and I need to go to my company's website. All I need to do then is head to the head code in that website, and I'll show you an example. So for example here in Webflow we can come to custom code and we can just go to the head code section, and then we just need to paste that information into our website. That is the embed code for our chatbot. You can see here I've already got one embedded, so I'm not going to do this again. I can then close that, and then I can save that information and then republish my website, and then it will appear in the bottom right hand corner. Alternatively, I can always come back into the dashboard and I can copy this code here and I can paste it into an HTML block and put it directly on my website like this. So that's how you build your own custom chatbots. But what if you want to actually now see what people are messaging your chatbot? Well, all you need to do is head to the messages section, and you can see all of the different conversations that people are having with your chatbots, and you can see if there's any information that you need to change on your website. For example, here I have the main bot on my website, which is this one here. I can see someone's asked, what is ChatIQ, how can it help me, and how much does it cost? So I know what questions people are asking. I can also see if people are asking for specific things. If I have an e-commerce website, they may be asking about how long is the battery life of this product, for example, which means that information really needs to be at the top of my website if a lot of people are asking. Now we are bringing out updates which will do analysis of all of these messages and give you a list of commonly asked questions. We're also going to be changing it so you'll be able to get link recommendations much easier in your chatbots with various buttons, and also gathering reviews. But for now, this is ChatIQ. If you've got any questions at all, you can go ahead and check out our website. You can also get started for free, go through the onboarding and build your own chatbot. There's a 2-week free trial, so if you click this link, it'll take you through a checkout process, which is a 2-week trial. If you decide that you want to cancel your account, you can do so in your account and manage your plan. If you guys have got any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.